Hey, my name is Rob Shields. I wanted to tell you a quick story about my visit to Texas. We went right during the middle of this snow ice storm at the beginning of this year, and Texas got snow that it hasn't seen in many, many years. And it was an interesting trip. Went to Austin, hung out with Rex and Daniel, went to Still Austin, went to a bunch of different distilleries, met some really cool people. But the best part of it, was Ironroot Republic. It's one of my favorite whiskeys, and I ended up being able to go and meet Robert Likarish and visit with him, basically all by ourselves, me and my wife. They were closed down due to the storm, COVID, etc., etc. So we ended up getting, because of him being such a cool guy, we got a private tour, and better than I'd hoped. But in the midst of that, we're tasting a bunch of different whiskeys, and it was a great time, and talking about what we tasted in the different whiskeys and buying a couple of bottles. And he mentions that he had one bottle that was special that someone didn't pick up, that was available that he could sell to me, but asked that I would actually give it a review and tell him what I thought. Well, I'm fairly new to the video thing. I'm not professional video guy or YouTuber or any of that stuff, but I decided that's what I was going to do, is do it on here. So it's Father's Day, and I'm finally opening it. As this Ironroot Republic Harbinger is about half gone now, I figured I better do it so I can A/B compare before it gets down too much lower. So what I'm opening is a special bottle that Robert got for me. It's a 131.86 proof. It was actually a bottle that was picked from a cask by the YouTube guys, or a bunch of YouTube channels. I think it was around the Bastards Ball of last year. But it was the YouTube, it's known as the YouTube Ironroot Republic bottle, and this, as far as I know, is the last one. So I'm going to open that up and compare it to the regular Ironroot Republic. It's a little higher in proof, but we'll see what we think here. Start off with the original Ironroot Harbinger. Keep them separate. And then this bottle of Harbinger, I'm gonna open it up here. So now I know how it is for Daniel not being able to find the opener thing. Let's see. Great. Oop, I got it. Should have planned ahead. There we go. Check on the nose. Some classic bourbon stuff, very oaky, but that's Texas. Brown sugar. So this is the original Harbinger. Ooh, much more floral. And maybe it's because of freshly opened bottling that you're not getting the oakiness yet, but much more floral. Let's take a taste of this one. Ooh. Oily. That's the one thing I love about the Harbinger. It's dense. The flavors are dense. Long finish. Definitely oily on the palate. I love those oak tannins that you get because of that. Sweet, but not over sweet. But love that long finish. Alright, let's try this one. So I should get some water. Oh well. Mm. Yeah, definitely more floral. I get more baking spice. I mean, it's the same mash bill as far as I know, so it's just barrel influence and proof. I don't smell the difference on the proof. On the nose, it seems about the same proof, but this YouTube pick is definitely higher proof. Let's give it a sec. Oh, wow. I get like maybe a pecan taste as well, like a nut, a nuttiness. Definitely just as oily for sure as the other one, just that nice coating of the palate. Let's take a second. It seems slightly sweeter. You don't really get anything on the proof that's more, it's just fuller and richer. I don't get as much oak tannin as I get on the original Harbinger. It's slightly less on the tannin. I mean, it's still oaky, and it's still got barrel spice. Man, that finish is amazing. Wow, I love it. Well, Robert, thank you. I'll enjoy it. I appreciate meeting you, and I hope to see you again at the Baskets Ball this year. And I appreciate everything that you did for us, and it was wonderful to get to know you on a little bit more personal level. And I feel like I'm tasting your handiwork in this class. So thanks again. Cheers.